Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my friends all across the globe today, and welcome back. As always, we have a lovely Saturday with another DLC prediction video. I always do love sitting down to speculate with you guys, and this one, I wish Frontier would take this one into account because I feel like it touches on a lot of different animals that we don't really necessarily think about right off the bat, but definitely a large variety of different animals that would add up to a really wonderful roster. So without further ado, we are going forward with the eye exhibits, making their caiman exhibits, even the seal exhibits. I know everyone loved making those. And I thought, hey, what happens if we actually have a whole pack surrounded around wetlands, you know? A whole ecosystem kind of devoted to water and stuff like that. So we're just going to jump right in here, obviously, with the animal pack first and foremost. Obviously, I'm not really going off of any predictions for the future whatsoever. This is all just speculation. But with all that being said, we're going to get started. Number one, the Scarlet Ibis. These guys are from South America and they are bright pink. I love these guys so much. I know Bongo made one recently and it looks absolutely amazing. He even remastered it a little bit more, but I would love to see an official Frontier one, especially if we do get some aviary mechanics. That'd be really awesome addition to have. These guys are beautiful. Oh my gosh, we have them in Faces of the Rainforest and they're just such wonderful additions in there, and they're sure to bring up any exhibit to be a little bit more colorful. Now, speaking of more colorful, I also have an American species on here as well. I have the Rosette Spoonbill. These guys basically kind of look like how you would imagine them to. They have a big old spoon for a bill. These guys are often found in southern United States, as well as extending to more of like the Caribbean. They're really beautiful. We don't see them too much up here where I'm from, but they are really awesome creatures to have nonetheless. I would definitely love to see Frontier tackle these guys for a Wetlands DLC. And speaking of that, speaking of up north, we're going to talk about an animal that we always get up here, the North American river otter. These guys are really freaking cool. Obviously, I would love to get a new otter in the game, the giant otter. I love it. It's my favorite otter personally, but I would love to get a official Frontier river otter, specifically for the fact that they're a lot more adaptable to my kind of zoos I like to build. I love to build a lot more temperate kind of zoos, so again, a North American river otter would be a really wonderful addition. Moving on through there, here's a little bit of one that I think a lot of people will disagree with me on, but I don't really care. Alligator snapping turtles as a habitat animal. I know a lot of people would say, oh, but they don't move that much, they should be exhibit animals, but these guys are huge. Oh my god, even look at the picture that I have going on right up here. These guys are big boys, and I would definitely love to see Frontier tackle them as habitat animals, especially with all new animations, all new, like, you know, movement, all new behavior. I would love to see them kind of be like kind of a mix between the hippo and any other aquatic animal. You guys know how like the hippo essentially walks on the bottom of the water. I would love to see them switch between that and actually swimming, because I have seen them swimming before. They are actually very quick in the water and they can float to the top of the water if they so need to. But all that being said, moving on from there, I have the Sitatunga. This one is a little bit different, but I'm really happy that someone in the ZSU server pointed it out, because these guys are really awesome. They're a wetlands antelope, which is something that you don't really tend to expect, but they're really awesome, especially for mixed species exhibits in your African section. So these guys are freaking beautiful as well. Oh my gosh, their patterning is top notch as well. So I would definitely love to see those guys, along with the capybara. Listen, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We all want a capybara in the game. We're gonna get one eventually, I really hope, but you know, they're gonna be on this list nonetheless. But moving on through there, I also have the shoebill. These guys are from Africa and they're really freaking cool. They're really unique too, and they have these really creepy kind of calls. But I would definitely love to see Frontier tackle these guys, as well as a painted terrapin for an exhibit animal. I already mentioned these guys in previous like episodes of this, but they're really cool. They're bright white And we were originally actually supposed to get them in the game, believe it or not, but we actually got the Diamondback Terrapin instead, which I always think is a pretty cool addition. But moving on through here, we also have the scenery pack. Over here, I don't really have too many different things. I have the Rosette Spoonbill leading us. I have the North American River Otter. Alternatively, any other otter species would do pretty well. I would definitely love to see, you know, African Spotted or Asian Clawed. But either way, an otter is something that I think is absolutely necessary. Moving on through here, we also have the alligator snapping turtle. Alternatively, the Nile crocodile. Both would be very cool. And we also have the Sitatunga. Yes, I would love to get these guys. After recoding it for phonetic, I was just so taken aback by how beautiful they actually are. So getting these guys officially implemented would be a really awesome thing. Now, moving on through here, we also have the exhibit animal. I threw in the crayfish, or otherwise known as the crawfish. I thought that would be a very interesting kind of species because we don't really have any fully aquatic animals just yet, but I think the crawfish or crayfish would be pretty awesome to have. Also, for scenery, I would just say bayou theming, overgrown kind of looks. If you guys have ever seen Drew and Estan's little Beyond Wolf Nature Preserve, you guys know exactly that kind of stuff. Oh my gosh. I would love a lot more New Orleans, Louisiana kind of theme, and maybe a little bit of Florida with like the haciendas and stuff, but that'd be a really cool thing to have. But with all that being said, that's pretty much it for the Wetlands DLC. Definitely let me know what your choices would be down in the comments below. Always love hearing you guys tell me what you guys would pick for these things. It's a really fun way to, like, you know, gauge your thoughts on what you guys would want. But that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and have the most wonderful of wonderful days. Bye-bye now.